produced by
Stonewell.
I remember my first encounter with hash, 4 or 5 puff, and I was melt. And I was
Renaissance systems play. 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 Renaissance systems play.
All right, chat. I'm here. I made it. What time is it? Close enough, right? Close to 5:03. It's not too bad. That's right. That's right. Happy birthday to Raj. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Means the world to me. Eternal gratitude and all that shit. Thank you, thank you, thank you, guys. Chat, I'm fucking tired, man. I didn't party or anything. I'm fucking tired today, chat. I'm sleepy. I was in a meeting earlier and I was just like, I could, if you gave me a pillow and a blanket, man, I'd be fucking out. Anyways, what up, everyone? I got a couple things to run through. I'm already a little bit high. I smoked before this, hoping it would give me a little energy. It actually did. I gotta hit that fucking upper decky is what I need to do, chat. We're gonna hit a commercial so I can go and hit an upper decky later. Damn, bro. Welcome to my 50s. Come on, Big Trippy. Come on, bro. You know, I'm clinging on to my youth as much as I can. I'm 42, chat. I'm 42. Yeah, I know I got the fucking gray hairs and shit, you know. I know. Your boy wish he looked younger, but it is what it is. Yeah, on my birthday too, bro. That's how it goes. I'm expecting the trolls to be out today. I'm expecting that there are people that are like, I will not allow Jolly to have a good day. That's just not gonna happen. Especially not on his birthday. It didn't for me, Matt. I don't think I've always looked older than I am. Like I was 16 looking fucking 30. And I was 30 looking 40. And now I hope I'm 42 looking 42. I always told myself like I'm gonna hit an age where I look my age, right? Otherwise I'm gonna be 60 looking 80. Like what's the fucking deal? But I don't feel like it's aged me necessarily, man. I feel like alcohol ages you, bro. I've seen motherfuckers that drink alcohol. They are looking rough, bro. They're looking rough. All right, chat. I got, you know, we're working today, bro. We're working on my birthday. That's life. That's life in America. All right, we're gonna, I'm already high. So like, there's potential for a spicy stream. It can go anywhere. Mocha Pivot out now. I think for me, I fucking love this colorway. If you fuck with it, cop it. It's $130, puffco.com. It's available. We might still have a couple of the limiteds left. The whole collector's edition kit. I'm not even sure where to get that. So Wody, maybe drop it in the chat, or admin, drop it in the chat. Oh, it's the next thing. Mocha Pivot Collector's Edition is going to sell out soon. Limited number of them available on the website, so they are fully available now. Mocha Collector's Edition includes a set exclusive hot knife and travel case to stash it all in. Is there not a Mocha hot knife? Oh, there's no Mocha hot knife either. Stop. I thought we were doing the hot knife too. I gotta check this. Hold on. You're not seeing it on the website.
Well, I mean, I don't think you could get the case either. I think it has to be the case.
Damn, exclusive. If you want that hot knife, and if you want that travel case, I guess the only way to get it is to get the kit. And they're about to be gone, chat. This isn't like... I don't know if you're going to be seeing these in another week. You're certainly not going to be seeing them in a month. So, like, if you want that travel case, if you want that hot knife, I would jump on it, man. Like, I don't know how many are left, but it's not much. What else? New YouTube video is up now. What is Static Dry Sift? It's up. It's getting a lot of attention. Go peek it after this stream, please. One, like this stream if you're in here. Please do that. Let's get these numbers up. And two, check the new Static Dry Sift video we just dropped. There's going to be a whole lot of, actually, Watcha, I knew about this 15 years ago. I'm glad you finally caught up. There's a lot of that going on, you know? So you could be one of the next people to be like, oh, Joey, I guess you don't know so much. Not so Joey now. You could be that fucking dude. So jump in there and tell me that you know better than me. Anyways, like I said, I got high before this. There's potential for a spicy stream, and it's my fucking birthday, bro. I should be able to say what I want on my fucking birthday. You know, I should be the most me I'm ever me. Next up now, what are the numbers now on the Static Dry Sift video? Close to 180,000 views. That's pretty admirable for YouTube. Those are numbers, chat. That is, I would say, indeed motion, chat, especially in the world we're in, where we're so suppressed. All right, next up, New York City. Stream Team and I will be in New York for 420. We're going to be doing the next run. The last one was Barcelona. You're going to keep seeing things from Barcelona, probably even going after 420, I'm guessing, because we still got stuff coming out from Portland. But the next coverage, the next deep dive is going to be into New York. We are also doing the next jar check in New York at the Billies. We're going to be hosting it on 4/17 at the Astor Club House. Is this Astor Club, or is this a Astor Club satellite that we're doing, admin? Because Astor Club, it's going to be a tight jar check, bro. I'll be real with you. I don't want to be in a tight-ass room inhaling all that smoke. It fucked me up in Barcelona, man. Just being in a room full of smokers for hours on end. Satellite. All right. If we could just please make sure we got some good ventilation for Raji, trying to keep these lungs young and fresh. I will also, in this jar check, be doing something new. I'll be looking at flour and chopping it up with the absolute legend Fletch. A lot of people know this dude. He's responsible for some of the most important strains of a generation. He's going to be there with me, judging hash and flour. And the reason for the flour portion of it is New York is a predominantly flour city. It's climbing along in hash, but as long as I was in New York, flour was king. And I am bringing what I believe to be one of the best people who understands and develops flour to help me understand how to identify a good jar. Now, when it comes to hash itself, I feel like I can pick out a jar I'll love based on look and smell. Sometimes just on smell alone, but definitely based on look and smell. I don't know if I can say the same for flour. I could pick a jar of flour that looks good, that smells really good. I could judge the nug structure and know that it probably worked pretty well in a joint. But sometimes I'll light it and I'll be like, oh my God, this is garbage. How the fuck did I think that was good? And it doesn't happen often, but I'm gonna be with a person who I think is gonna teach me and hopefully teach y'all what is good flour on top of his deep knowledge of hash itself. So this is going to be a really great thing. Like, there's a lot of spray in New York City. I could tell you right now, there's probably not gonna be a lot of spray at the jar check. Maybe if somebody has no idea who we are and they're just like, let's post up here. But the people who know who I am, the people who know who Fletch is, they're gonna wanna show some of their best work. And, you know, if we see that spray pack, we're gonna call it out for sure. So That is going to be happening Thursday, April 17th at the Astor Clubhouse in New York City. This is going to be a fun one. We will be live streaming chats, so if you're not going to be there, you're going to be there. And then the Billies Awards is going to be on a Saturday. That is April 19th. It's definitely going to be a movie. Do not miss that if you're in town. It's, if somebody could drop it in the chat, at the Billies Awards on IG. What is the Billies? The Billies is one of the it's one of the world's premier industry competitions and music celebration events held at Terminal 5 in New York City on April 19, 2025, hosted by the esteemed Astor Club, a world-renowned private members club and legendary breeder and vertically integrated industry brand, Archive Seed Bank. That sounded like the most PR fucking bullshit statement ever, admin. What's fucked is I believe in all these things. The Billies is probably the most important flower competition, certainly in New York City. Like, that's just facts. I can't think of any other one doing it. It's also thrown with music. I believe Alchemist is gonna be there. They have major music acts at Terminal 5, which has been around a super fucking long time. It's music, it's flower. It's a very New York scene, man. So I will say, like, if you're not from New York, you may go there and be like, this is kind of wild, bro. This is not like some normal cannabis shit that you go to. It's almost kind of like going to the club. Very interesting scene. Nonetheless, a very important flower competition. Astor Club is my second home when I'm in New York City, man. I'm showing up there at 11 p.m. when they close so I can hang out with the owners, so I can hang out with the staff. Shout out to Massimo. Shout out to all the homies there. I love that place, man. And they have what I believe to be the best selection of flower and hash in New York City. That's just, it's where I go, right? And the reason that they have that is because some of what they're carrying is Archive product. And Archive to me is arguably, and you'll be seeing more of this from us, the most important cannabis brands to me in the world. And it's not just because of the amazing things they make today, or the fact that you can walk in their dispensary and get their flower and get their hash and get a cut of one of your favorite fucking strains that you can grow yourself. It's because also the team that's responsible for that is also responsible for strains like Dosey Dos and White Tahoe Cookies and Rude Boy OG that are my fucking like all-time favorites. So like, this is going to be a really, really, really great event, a really great weekend. 420, we're gonna be in the park celebrating with the whole gang. Washington Square Park historically is where everybody would go on 420. Now it's crazy. Washington Square Park, you can't even breathe in on 420, not because of all the smoke, because you are shoulder to shoulder with people. It's wild. The whole city comes out. Every year has been crazier. It feels like New York is the 420 capital. Like the actual day, I can't think of a place where it's popping off like this. So that's our schedule. Come through. You can, I don't know if the jar check is open to the public or not, but we'll drop more details on it on the future. What else? Like the stream. Please like the stream. Got a note here. Next up. PuffCon year 5. Really crazy, cat. Really crazy, chat. Yeah, it trips me out. I think I talked about it last week at some point of the journey to PuffCon, how the first one got pulled out from under. Oh, shit. I wonder if I got to finish that story. But yeah, the first PuffCon we were doing, and then they pulled out. The event space we were doing it at pulled out right before. And I was super bummed. Me and Kev were really emotional about it. So like the fact that we're here at year 5, our biggest ever 2 days, October 4th and 5th. It's crazy. Like, it's crazy that we're here, and it's gonna feel like year 5. It's gonna feel like the most mature PuffCon ever. The fastest entry you guys have ever had, the most vendors, the most activations, really cool stuff happening with the acts. I think people are really gonna fuck with them on both days. We're still working everything out, but I think we're pretty locked in with some things. You should be very, very excited. Now, the price of tickets are going to keep going up. There was the VIP that sold out like this. Right now, we're in the early bird special. The price is gonna keep increasing for both people that are Puffco customers and outsiders as well. So if you're planning on coming, the tickets right now are really affordable. Please jump on it. We're definitely gonna have, unfortunately, some crybabies the month before being like, why is it so high? I thought this was supposed to be for the people, man. It is. That's why we offer it so early at such an affordable price. If you wait until the last second, you're paying the bop. That's how it goes, you know, and in fact, we're discounting the early tickets for the people that help us plan better, knowing the people who don't and jump on at the very end are going to pay for the money that the early bird people would have paid for. So like, this is a way for us to even it out. Don't sleep, do not sleep. Or if you do, just pay a little bit more, you know, there's that too. That's about it, chat. I am still very high from smoking before. I don't know if I need another dab. Did I even bring my hash with me? Oh, damn. All right. Well, let me go to commercial break. I'll be right back. Let me go and grab my hash.
Great. I can take you nothing that you want.
This is the brand new Mocha Pivot bundle. Load some hash in and just double click this button. It looks great and it works even better. There's also this beautiful travel case, but it seemed like they didn't really have much in stock. It fits in a pocket and a bag easily. You can literally take it anywhere. I mean,
hey, what's in the bag?
it also has this awesome thing that connects to your rig. And that is a new Mocha Pivot.
Does he? He has to, right? He has to.
That's just like creative.
Yeah, otherwise, I mean, that's just magic, man. All right, chat, we're back. I got some of my hash out here, you know. I'm somewhat ready. I think I'm not ready to smoke it yet because I'm pretty high. Admin, you got some questions, man? Maybe I could answer some stuff before I jump in. Ooh, yeah.
Whole box.
The whole
Like,
box.
slide them.
Okay. There we go. There it is. Okay. Okay. Well, MacBook Wax Pen. What do I think about the Weed Creators meltdown that's been happening lately? Yeah, I caught that, man. Like, I don't know. Like, I think it's just, as far as I know, I mean, we catch some meltdowns on the back end, man, that I can't ever even talk about, bro. I'm thinking of somebody probably nobody's thinking of. maybe not even happen right now. But as far as like the public one goes, yeah, man, I don't know. Like, what can I say about it? I don't think there's much to say about it. Will there be a Jolly Roger podcast? Isn't this it, Bearded Haze? I mean, what else can I do? Ask people questions and like interview people? I think that's being done. Like, I want to do that. I want to bring people on and have conversations with them, and I feel like that's a thing, but it would probably be very similar to this format. But I feel like this is, you know, what this is not well edited. So like I'm freestyling it. It's pretty raw, and a podcast isn't that. But this is pretty close, no? Camping trip was amazing, Michael. It was amazing. That's why I'm like not doing anything else for my birthday, is I had such a fucking good time. It's such a good time. Raj and Kev show, I like that, but like you're kind of already getting that when Kev comes on. What else would we do? And like the last time me and Kev were streaming together, it got axed. We talk about like pooping and farting and stuff, and like it wasn't going over well. Like I have people in my life being like, bro, you're a CEO. Like it's kind of like an ick that you're talking about. Like, I don't know, we're two silly idiots. We're best friends, so like I don't know. I don't know if that's what people want. I think we still got all the cannabis creators are kind of doing their thing. There's one that I think is chasing a different path. You know, whatever, but I feel like as far as the creator space goes, the cannabis creator space, it's up, up, up. Where did the name Puffco come from? I've said this story before a bunch. There was a point where I was buying a bunch of domains, like in maybe when I first had the idea in like 2012. And one of the names that I became with Puffco in mind, with this idea of this business in mind, and one of the names I really wanted was Dabco. I wanted Dabco. That's what I wanted this to actually be. And it wasn't available. So I ended up searching for Puffco, and it was available, but it was $1,200, which makes no fucking sense, because who the fuck wants Puffco? I mean, I guess I did. Borrowed that $1,200 from my mom and bought it. So like, that's kind of where it came from. And all the way up until the release of the OG Peak, I'd considered changing the name. Where I was like, I don't really love this name, and I fear that when we get big, we won't be able to change it. But in a weird way, you know, Puffco just became the name. Like, I couldn't call it anything else now for sure, right? There's no going back. But that's the quick story. Yeah. Right, ordered the Mocha Collector Edition, but it came and was a plus pen. Hit up support, Adrian. They got us supports. Gotcha. That's a weird one. Will there be something done about the crazy line of PuffCon? Yeah, we have a new point of entry and a new way of getting people lining up in. So there's like pre-check almost for it. So it should be significantly better this year. We know that that's a target. We know that that's probably the worst part of PuffCon, is that the line can get really long, and it is a big priority for us this year. So absolutely it will be better. Absolutely. What are some of the newest, biggest opportunities in cannabis in today's market? You know, that's a really tough question, because I think that right now the cannabis recreational space is really tough. I don't think people are making a lot of money with legal cannabis businesses. Also, people are making a lot of money in this THCA world. You know, THCA is effectively weed classified as hemp because it's low in THC and high in THCA. That's it. And they're getting certificates that proves that. That's created brands like Simply Mary. Simply Mary, right? Yeah. Sorry, there's another Simply something in Europe, and I don't want to get them confused. It's created brands like Simply Mary and many other You know, Goblin was on here with the THCA brand. I'm not sure if he still has it. Now, I believe Florida made it illegal. Texas, from what I hear, is making it illegal. And not only is Texas making it illegal, but I believe they're going to attach RICO to it, which means that if you work with anyone who is selling shit as THCA in Texas, RICO cases are horrible, man. In a RICO case, that's what Young Thug got pulled into, is you have a network, everyone is connected, every person, if there's somebody in that network who, like, I don't know, would pass a message along to somebody else every so often, they're complicit in whatever the worst crime that group of individuals did. That's really scary for THCA, man. Like, that could mean that, you know, again, you brought weed from a THCA person to someone else and you texted about it. You might be a part of a crazy RICO and charge some like insane shit. So like that was an opportunity, but now the laws are getting a little bit crazier. And especially with what I hear is happening in Texas, that may really make the market super scary. So again, you're talking about now legal and gray market cannabis / hemp, both being tough. THCA is still a really big opportunity, I think, if you're in the game. If you're not, by the time you're in it, it might be illegal. So that's hard to do. Now, let me see your question again, because I think I have an answer. For some of the newest, biggest opportunities. I think the biggest opportunity when you have where cannabis is now, change is imminent. Change has to happen, right? Like, no matter what, this market has gone in a direction. The green rush back in the day is what they were calling it. It's reached its peak. And not that it's a bubble that's going to burst because businesses are overinflated. It's quite the opposite. Businesses are under such strain that in the future, the cannabis market can collapse if taxation and regulation doesn't change. And tax laws and everything else, a lot has to happen. Now, what does that mean? That means that today, if you're at zero, if you don't have a business, if you have nothing going on, that means that your risk is minimal. So if you start growing, if you start going to shows like PuffCon or the Billies and meeting people and speaking to them and seeing what they're working on and hearing what the market is like today, that means that you might be a part of the next generation of cannabis entrepreneurs and professionals and where things go. And it's not going to be something like, you got to learn static dry sift. That may become something that people desire because it's new and it's artisan and only a few people can really do it truly well right now. But your ability to be in a space that is changing, it reminds me of when I wanted to get into streetwear when I was 19 years old, 18 years old. And the main reason I didn't is because I was offered a job at $8 an hour and I was like, I'm gonna change your fucking company. And I'm not gonna do it for $8 an hour. You're not gonna get that from me. And what I wanted to do was open up an online streetwear store. There weren't very many at the time. And I believe at the time that I was trying to do this, the Hundreds hadn't popped off yet, which was really like one of the first places you can go to before Karma Loop and everything else came out. That was years later. And that opportunity isn't something that popped off for me, but things were changing. And because I was there at zero, I had this opportunity to build something for the future. And that's not exactly what happened for me in that world. It happened in a different world for me. But that's the opportunity you have today as somebody who wants to get an opportunity in cannabis, is you get to start in a time where a certain chapter is going to come to an end and a new one will begin. And that might mean that instead of you dreaming of working in California in the cannabis space, you know, I hear they're opening up, they're creating a path to open up movie theaters you can consume cannabis in New York. My God, I fucking love. I want to go and buy the old theater. I probably couldn't even afford it, but I want to go and buy the old theater in my old neighborhood and be like, finally, what a dream. This is cable. By the way, New Yorkers, worst people to be in a movie theater with. You're not going to watch the movie at all. But that's an opportunity. Like, that's something new happening, and that's not happening in California. And that's not happening in Colorado. And it's not happening in Oregon. These places that have historically been leaders in the cannabis space. So us being in these end of an opportunity chapter as things have been as a part of the green rush is also the beginning of this next wave. So having no skin in the game, just interest and time means that you can show up in different places. You can do what I did creating Puffco. I would fly to San Francisco just to get to a store that had vaporizers that others didn't have because I didn't know what the market was. You get to do that today in opportunities and in areas that today's professionals won't get to because they're too locked in. Anyways, that's my answer. It's a very long one. I'm high. Trying to get the upper decky out. Not an expert at getting it out yet. All right, let's take a dab. I got this. Who made this, by the way? This is from the Puffco Creator event. This is Frosty Hash, Honey Bananas. Let's get this on here. This is what it's looking like, chat. It's a little bright on here. Let me see. This is a nice yellow color. It's a little hard to see on the hash cam today. Smells like honey banana. And we're gonna dab some. Oh, love you, Big Mike. Love you eternally, dog. Do I feel like Unk yet? I felt like Unk for a very long time. What I'm trying to avoid feeling like, which I hope I have at least another 10 years without feeling this way, is Pops. As soon as motherfuckers start saying like your Pops age, that's when I'm gonna, I might have to stop appearing in public. I don't want to be called that. So, you know, I feel like that's when you're in your 50s, I guess. Like, you know. So, but Unk, man, I felt like Unk since I was fucking early 30s. They say Unk these days could be 23 though. Yeah, they say Unk could be as that. Yeah, and what is it?
Saying that they're like 15-year-olds.
Yeah. If you're 16, I mean, who comes up with a lot of the slang is, you know, young people. So like if you're 15, 16, a 21-year-old is Unk. You know what I mean? Like in their eyes. What, you tell me you're a 25-year-old man calling other men Unk? Come on, bro. Get in line. I think 25 is just like, in my mind as a 42-year-old, 25 is really what people say 18 is, which is like you're developed, you have the ability to think, you've been through your bullshit, you're starting to learn the world ain't exactly what you were told it is, but you don't have any of it figured out. Like 25 is, to me, a baby today, you know? But not to a 15-year-old, you know? And I also feel like grown men calling other grown men Unk is, you know, a little weird. I call people OG. I don't even want to be called OG also.
I was about to say, what is the OG? What is that, bro?
So I think it,
Older than
I think it's older than Pops. I think it goes
grandpa.
Unk, Pops, OG. If you're getting OG, man, like that, you know, you're talking to an elder. Like that's really the OG. To me, like Unk is of my generation. Pops is you're not of my generation, bro. Like you think life is a certain way. It ain't like that no more, Pops. And then OG is like, oh, much respect, bro. You built the road here. It's old enough away to know they don't understand our generation, but also they were critical architects of it. But Pops isn't. Pops is rooted in like, you don't get it because you're Pops, bro. But Unk is, you know, like, Unk gets it. He remembers what it's like to be your age, but Pops doesn't. But OG weirdly does. I've called people OG, man, for sure. Like it's fair. It doesn't have to be in that fractal. But like I've called people OG that are very old. So when people call me OG, it's like, oh man, no, I guess. Like, what am I gonna say? It's respect. I mean, it's respect. You're not calling anyone OG that you don't have respect for. You know what I mean? Like, so OG is great. Yeah, Sean's POV. What's your POV as a 22-year-old? There's chill Gen Xers, man. There definitely are. I've met enough of them in my life. In fact, I would say there's some more chill and like radical Gen Xers, maybe than Gen Z, bro. Gen Z is on another tip. I say that fucking with a ton of Gen Z people. I just feel like in some odd ways they're closer to boomers than I expect. My mom is Gen X. Mike, they are wilding, bro. It's a wild time, bro. It is a wild time, bro. There's some crazy shit out there. And I fuck with a lot of, I mean, I consume, I feel like, mostly Gen Z content. It's most of what I consume. So I fuck with them, man. Hell yeah, Katie, thank you. I'm an actual uncle and I'm 26, so being called uncle, I mean, that's a no-brainer when you're actually unc. It's a wild world, Mike. It really is, man. But I feel like that was always the case, man. Like, I'll be real with you. In New York, from when I was that age up until I was older, the number one thing to be afraid of in New York, bro, I'm gonna put you guys on game because I know like can't be more than 20% of y'all are from New York. There is two things in New York to fear. One is obviously the police, right? That's something to fear probably anywhere you go. And they'll probably leave you alone, but if they don't, your life is fucking hell. So like avoid them at all costs. Another thing to avoid, I'm gonna give you the best game I could possibly fucking give you in New York. Do not be on the subway at the same time that the schools get let out. Don't. Now, I'm sure it's probably similar anywhere you go, right? Teenagers are fucking scary anywhere you go. But there's a lot of them in New York, man. When teenagers get together, crazy shit happens. That happened when I was a teenager. People were fucking nuts. But like, if you're on the subway at 3 p.m., whatever time, all of them are being let out, man, it might be pretty funny to see you have a badass fucking day. Be pretty funny if this goofy looking motherfucker got punched in the face. Might be funny for everyone. I would avoid it. That's the time that I think, like, if you steer clear of that, again, just really avoid the subways. You'll be fine. You'll be fine. But like young people, it's never not been the case, bro. They're wild. They're wild, bro. Jersey cats. Jersey cats, bro. Oh my God. Crazy. Marquez, compared to what is New York a shithole? I'm just curious. Like, what are you comparing it to? To Barcelona? I kind of agree. I would kind of agree compared to Barcelona. To Mexico City, I haven't been there, but I've heard. But are you comparing it to like somewhere in Indiana? I mean, come on, player. Come on. Come on. Compared to Chicago? All right, Marquez, you might have that. You might have that. People have said often that Chicago is like going to New York City, but much cleaner. I've heard that about Chicago. But still, come on, bro. We're supposed to be brothers in this shit. You're in Chicago, New York. Can't be talking shit, bro. Like two of like, you know, the better cities in the country. New York's got a lot of flavor. All right, anyways. I'm drinking, I don't know. I think this is blue jasmine iced tea. It's probably just jasmine iced tea with, what is it? Butterfly pea leaf, something like that. Will the price of Puffco go up with all the tariffs? Yo, Crispy, probably. The question isn't if, it's by how much. Like, I haven't talked to my team fully about it yet. Like, they're gonna need probably a week or two of figuring stuff out and seeing where things go, but everything is going up, G. every single thing in your life is going up. You know, like you thought you were asking for egg prices to come down. They're gonna come down a little bit. Everything else is going up. Everything else. P with an A, Ignatius. P-E-A. Yeah, the tariffs doesn't look good, guys. It doesn't look good. It doesn't look good for us, chat. I think we're going to be cooked. I mean, listen, I will say that, like, tariffs have happened before, and Puffco found ways to keep our pricing the same for people. So, like, we don't talk about it enough. We're not trying to take a victory lap and pat ourselves on the back. But we have both seen, chat, you've seen everything go up in this country in price. Cars, like iPhones, everything has become more expensive. The cost of shipping goods has become more expensive. Raw materials have become more expensive. And Puffco prices have relatively stayed the same. Our Peak Pro prices have relatively stayed the same. If anything, we've tried to push savings with like the 3D XL. Our new Peak was the most affordable one we made. The Pivot is super affordable. The Proxy has gone down in price. We work so hard to keep everything affordable. So like, and we've done that for years and we don't really talk about it, right? Like everything gets more expensive, but our products have been, yo man, about as consistent as Arizona Iced Tea has. I don't know if this one is gonna work out, chat. I mean, like, you know, it's my birthday, so I'm not trying to talk about no negative shit, but like, it's kind of scary, man. It's kind of scary. I mean, the Nintendo Switch is up. God, what did I pay for the first Nintendo Switch? Like $300? This one is $500-600. Like, I feel like this is gonna push us to a place where, you know, be careful with that Arizona Awesome guy. It is sugary awfulness. Like, shout out to them. I'm a big fan of the brand. As a New Yorker, that's like a big brand in my eyes. That's why we collab with them. But like, there's a lot of sugar in there, man. Turb Cowboy. Turb Cowboy. Don't be scared. Your money's just worth way less now. Don't worry. It'll be okay. Y'all tripping over nothing. If y'all really mad and want to make a difference, it's time to stand up and protest. I mean, here's the thing, Turb Cowboy. It sounds like you're the type that when people stand up and protest, you support the cops bashing their fucking heads in. And, you know, when people go out there and take action, you know, against people who see profits in letting people die, y'all want to kill them. So, like, I don't know, man. Yeah, people should get out of the house. The reality to me, Turb Cowboy, is like, you know, I support the working class, my God, as much as I can. And, you know, like, this is going to affect them. This is going to affect them. And, you know, I hope you're unaffected, Turb Cowboy. Like, I hope you're unaffected. I hope, one, that you're a part of the working class and that you're unaffected. That's what I mean. If you're just some rich dick being like, I don't give a shit, then fuck you. But yeah, everything is going up, G. You don't got to be scared. You just got to be ready. What keeps you preserved despite what people say about your opinions? What do people say about my opinions? Who knows? I'm actually curious about that. Like, admin, what do you think they mean by that? What keeps me preserved despite what people say about my opinions? Because I'm wondering, like, what opinions is it? I guess my opinions on, like, hash and stuff. I mean, the thing is, like, this isn't going to make for, I think, a good reel or anything, but I think people on the internet will see something and autocomplete all the time, man. They'll see something that you're saying, and because you didn't give all the context they need, and there's no way to do that for everyone. There's no way to make a statement and have every person watching it understand exactly what you meant and what your intention was. And what happens is people being like, you know, kind of what I was making fun of with the Static Dry Sip video of like, Jolly, you don't know about this? It's like, well, I've seen people have 99% heads. many years ago, Cuban Grower being one of the people, and I didn't know how they were doing it, but now it makes sense that this is how they were doing it. But now it's something that's picking up steam. More people are doing it. More people are better at it. Cat's out of the bag. And that's going to accelerate the quality of Static Dry Sift. They don't hear that part. And so I have had to get really used to very early. People are going to either misinterpret what I say or not get the full context and assume something else. And what do I have to do? I have to do my best to give as much context as possible. I have to do my best to supplement with context in moments like this. But then ultimately, I know somebody on the internet who's typing out long messages and getting all worked up because they saw me talk about something that I think is cool. I'm not gonna sit at their table of energy. I don't need to sit down with them and be like, nah, man, you gotta understand. It's just gonna be like, you can think that. You can think that. You can walk around and think, I know better than Jolly, and you might. And if that's how you wanna feel when you watch my videos, then that's how you can feel when you watch my videos. I hope we're educating more people than we're making feel that they learn nothing and they're way better than us. I hope more people feel enriched by what we do. But if somebody out there is watching it just to fulfill themselves, I'm like, man, we know more than this fucking team, this expert team. We know a ton more than them. That's cool too. I'm okay with that. Put us on, let us know, you know, like if you knew about this a long time ago, drop the game in the comments, right? Like, let us know how you found out about it. Let us know about the struggles people have had, why we haven't seen as much of it in the last 10 years. Static Dry Sift has been a big conversation, I think, in Hash Church and in other places, but not one in the mainstream arena that is Puffco consumers and Puffco hash lovers. So like, talk to us about why maybe that hasn't been the case, but like, we're trying to put the world onto something, and if you knew about it before us, that's okay. Help put them on, man. Show them the truth. Show them like the old Bubble Man videos. Show them all the examples of it in the past. Like, this isn't the first time it's been covered. They go way more in depth here. We're serving the same mission at that point, but I'm just trying to not take it personally, man. Be sitting there. I had my days of arguing incessantly online with people, trying to, no, you gotta understand, man. It doesn't go anywhere. Did I already finish my drink? I guess I did. My mom taught me about Static when I was born. That's right. She did. What's my favorite flower and brand? Is there something else there? Honestly, like it's easy to say because I don't smoke as much flower. My favorite flower to smoke is Archive. In fact, Archive, I'm hurting. Right now I have no flower, bro. It's my birthday and I have no flower, chat. Could you believe that? All I want to do is light up the fattest joint later and smoke it until I am giggling like a child. I don't know how to do flower. If I did, it would be Archive. That's a fact. And I also miss, I miss having Cash Tree Mason. Excuse me, chat. Excuse me. Excuse me. Oh god, some Moonbow would be great, bro. They got this other shit, SBSE, sour, best shit ever. It's not like a real sour, and I actually think the terps are just okay, but the smoke and the high, immaculate. It's so fucking good. It's so good. 40% tax on Puffco products in Iowa. I paid $700 for a pro and a hot knife. Is that? I think that is happening, right? Let me ask our general counsel. Let's see. Yeah, let me just double check. You might be right with that. I feel like that has been a thing. That's fucking insane. Just means that you should cop it outside. You know what I mean? Like, don't get it in Ohio. Unfortunately, it really negatively affects the businesses there. Fucking sucks, man. Yeah, all glass and vape stuff. That's crazy. 40%. Oh, yeah. Thanks, Matt. 40% excise. Damn. That's crazy. Wild. Wild. I mean, that's nuts. Do they have that even on, like... That's crazy. How can they even do that? Yeah, I'll talk to our general counsel about that. So all bong. So if you're just like a glass blower, that's insane, bro. That's such a crazy rule. What's the point of that? Skinny long pen. Are we starting a manufacturing plant, USA? And if so, we're not experts in manufacturing like that, man. We go to manufacturing partners. So like, I don't want to say who our factory is, but it's literally one of the biggest companies in the entire world. Like they might be the best manufacturer in the world. If we had to go to the US, what we'd be looking at is a lower capability for manufacturing, because that is not USA's strong suit. USA's strong suit or strong points have been creating new innovative companies. And we offloaded all of the manufacturing to other countries. Can you get good at this so we can have these great ideas and have people make them for us at scale? Bringing it to the US would take a very long time, and it would be very far, like, it wouldn't be our company doing it. Like, we'd have to wait for a manufacturing powerhouse to open up a massive factory here where they could manufacture our products, and we partner with them to do it. I wish, Terp Cowboy. I had dreams of having a Puffco store a while ago, and like, I won't say that it'll never happen in the future, but it's very far away. It's hard to do. Retail is a horrible business right now. Like, I think it works for Apple, even though Apple itself is having a hard time. I think it works for them because you're buying such an expensive piece of technology. It's worth it to have a store to go and engage with it in. We're not Apple, man. We're not a fucking, you know, damn near fucking $1 trillion company, whatever they're worth. Do only ever dab hash, or I throw in some live resin. I don't smoke BHO, Charger. I think that there are options out there for BHO that is really well made, that is showing little to no residual solvents in it, but I think water hash and rosin is a safer manufacturing process, in the same way that I would prefer my food be minimally processed. I also want my hash to be minimally processed, and I feel like with rosin that is the case. So if you don't have the option of getting rosin, or it's out of your budget, I can kind of understand going with live resin. But if it's within budget and it's available, I'm gonna choose the solventless every single time. Yeah, you're right. It is time to take a dab. Let's go, man. I got it flavored from... I busted out some flavors I haven't tried from Riptide Rosin and from Portal Provisions. Interesting. This is from Riptide Rosin. Looks really nice. Looks really nice, actually. And it smells good. I don't know that I know this strain. Oh, it's on here. Hold on. There's something in here. Maybe I don't know either of the crosses either. It's called Rose Fuzz, and it's a cross of Purple Petals and Jomo. I don't know what either of those are. There's some familiarity in these terps, but I can't tell what it is at all. Let's try it. Off the bat, off the nose, I prefer the Oishi or Wishi on the nose, but man, what an interesting terp profile. Yeah, let's see how it tastes. Oh, that's what I have. You know what? Jam 4200. I actually wasn't. I have a jar from him of that chili verde, and I forgot what it was. It was the only unlabeled thing, and that's what it was, and I forgot. Now I'm gonna pop that open when I get home. We're doing our best, DMV trees. We're working on it. Hell yeah, Julian. To the person who asked, who's my favorite Michigan hash maker? I don't have one. I haven't been there in a very long time. Who's your favorite Michigan hash maker? Curious. Peyton, a lot of people get Puffco tattoos. Go ahead, man. I mean, like, I don't like tattooing companies on me. Like, I feel like it's just, I don't know. I got a lot of tattoos, you could see. I just don't like the idea of a company name or logo on me. If you want to, fine. We don't plan on changing our logo in the future, but if we did, it would be, you know, your shit would be old then, right? I see people get peak tattoos, and at first I was like, oh God, don't do that. But now my perspective is people have tattoos of 40-ounce bottles of like Old English. They have tattoos of Bic lighters. You know, they got tattoos of products on them that have become iconic. And so I was thinking this too. I posted somebody's tattoo that was an interesting tattoo of it was a new Peak V2 body with what looked like a Peak Pro glass top. Maybe it was their custom build, and they had a tattoo to some flowers around. And I actually, like, when I see that, I try to like keep those things out of my head to not, you know, whatever. I try to not give it too much of my thought, but I actually felt a ton of gratitude of like, this thing is so iconic to this person that they want to put it on them because they feel that they'll see other people that find it interesting. And I thought that was, I don't even know how, like, I was grateful for that. Like, I was like, oh shit, that's so cool. What a great sign of what we've done as a company that somebody would feel that way about it. So if you want to tattoo one of our products on you, cool, man. God bless. I'd go for the product and not the device, or not the logo, but it's your body. Got some Bubble Mama here too. Some Chihuahua. I was hoping it was some Chihuahua. Man, this is getting close to this might be my last jar of Bubble Mama. The final jar of Bubble Mama. I've been so busy, I gotta reach out to them. I'm at the stage of like waiting to be done with all my hash and then start copying from the people that I've fallen in love with at Jar Checks. What do I like better, cold cure or full melt? If you're talking about cold cure rosin versus full melt, full melt. If you're talking about cold cure full melt versus full melt, full melt. So like full melt is just, you know, ice water hash, or it could be static dry sift if it like really fully melts. But I prefer the heads before the cure, but I love the cure. I love it. I love it. I love it. But if I have just the melt, then I can cure it myself, right? Like I have both options. But I still love, like, man, the way Uncle cures, he's like, I can't do that shit with my jars. So like I fuck with it, but I prefer melt over that. Oh man. Oh man, even when melt starts greasing on you, like it's just super soft and like drippy, like you get like a good day with it. It's my favorite. Whew. Yeah, is the Peak Pro Storm 3D XL gone? I think so. The limiteds aren't here forever, unfortunately. So glad to hear, Charger. Enjoy. Thanks, Katie. Yeah, I'm not going to stay forever, maybe for another death or two. You got one while it was available, Joe. You should be happy, man. High. What else you got, Admin? Did I miss one? What's better, Piatella or static dry sift? So those are two different things, Turp Cowboy. Piatella is the process of curing existing melt. You're taking something that already exists and you're curing it, right? Like the already extracted trichomes are being cured. And typically it's done with water hash. However, he could just as well, or anyone could, cure static dry sift. Is this on stream? Did the cameras go out? Or is that just my feedback? Sorry guys, one sec. Did it overheat or something? Yeah. Camera's dead. It's dropping too much heat on the camera. Just give us a second, guys. That's cool. Stick with us. I'll keep chatting. We'll make this an audio one. Well, what question was that? Was I answering? What was it? What was it? Yeah, well, they're figuring it out. I forgot what the question I was asking was. See CJ here. Thoughts on e-rigs being banned at hash competitions for judges to judge Razanon? I mean, I don't know which competition is doing that. I haven't heard of that myself. You know, personally, I think that e-rigs are the most consistent thing you can judge with. I specifically mostly judge with a proxy. Oh, there we go. Because I'm able to get the flavor from it. You know, if somebody is like, we want it done off of quartz, that's fine as well. You know, you're going to be in a room, you're going to be taking a nail off, you're going to be dunking it. If you want it to be that every time, sure, but what if you're going too hot on a dab? Like, what if it's inconsistent? And some people have all the tools they need, and that's cool as well, man. Like, I think that's the beauty of throwing competitions is you set the parameters and you set the judges, and that probably determines what makes a good competition more than others. If you're choosing shitty setup and shitty judges, it's not gonna get the respect of the peers, you know? So like, I'm cool with it either way though. Like everybody, when you're throwing a competition, you should do it your way. You know, some people don't value it for some reason. If it's on like an E-rig or something else. Oh, don't do it. Sambo Creek is using electrically charged metal plates to sift trichomads from static and impurity. Plasmastatic sift. That's cool. Admin, get like a video on that. Let's see it. That's cool. Not really, Chris and Mary. That's what we're talking about. Piatella versus static sift. It's not really Jack Daniels versus Grey Goose. It's more of like Uncle can make Piatella from static sift. It's the starting point. So like you have water hash and you're curing it. Piatella is the cure. Static Sift would be the starting material. So for me, like it's a weird one as well. I mean, I can actually answer that. Right now, today, I would choose, and I'm not saying cold cure water hash. I am saying Piatella. I'm saying what Uncle's Farm specifically makes. I would probably rather smoke, for the moment, over Static Sift. And the reason why is because Static Sift was cool, but I have to super low temp it. Almost all Piatella you're gonna buy is 6-star water hash. Almost all of it. So if you're grabbing it and you're melting it in a Puffco, it's still great. I think Static wouldn't go. Right now, from what I've tried, I think it wouldn't be as good of an experience. A little bit different, right? But again, this is something that I think people are getting better and better at. Anyways, doing my best to ask. If you could, what would you do first if you did start a Puffco store, and what would be the future look or design? I mean, for me, you know, it's less about the look. I think that's something I would hope we can ace. I think Puffco as an organization has a really good design eye and an ability to communicate that I think we would do well with. It's what purpose does it serve? There are already stores. You can go and get a Puffco device. You can go to your local dispensary, almost any head shop, and get a Puffco device. So like, what would a Puffco store provide you that one of those wouldn't? And I think that's where it becomes really hard. And mind you, now there's overhead, there's employees for this store. It gets really expensive. You know, at Apple, you're going in to check out their products and learn about them. Apple has, I'm guessing, hundreds of millions of users across the world. I'm guessing, to be the size company they are. We don't have that. We don't have that. Like, be opening up a store for, in a best case scenario, a few hundred people. So like, it's a tough one. Favorite album songs to listen to when you're smoking? Man, I don't have one, Bearded Haze. I really wish I had my iced tea still. It's okay. I don't really have one. I listen to weird shit. I get into weird shit, man. So like, the older I get, the weirder it gets. And the more music I listen to that's not in the English language. So like, I don't even, just whatever strikes me. Sometimes I'll put it, put it on shuffle on my Spotify. What I like to do, goddamn. What I like to do is find a song that I feel like is a vibe. Like, can I think of one song I'd like to listen to right now? And just starting a Spotify radio on it. It's typically what I'll do. Oh, dispensaries in Jersey definitely got Puffcos. Yeah, no need for a storefront. Put my face under the hash cam. You guys don't need that close up. All right, let me take one more. One more. What else did I have? I thought, oh yeah, I already tried the Bubble Mama. What do I have? Let's Say Less. I already have some Say Less in here, huh? Let's try this new one. I haven't, is it? Yeah. Ooh, holy shit. Whoa, okay. Strong reaction to that one. This one is Peach Maraschino. Peach Maraschino from Portal Provisions. This is insane peach terps. So loud. So fucking loud. Portal Provisions kills it, man. I mean, he's probably going to be a go-to for me for a long time. Of somebody I'm going to get my hash from. I really, really fuck with his work. This is amazing. Damn. Oh. Smells like a peach body wash from like the 90s. Like some of that cancer shit, just crazy. Was it Suave or something? Like one of those brands. Just using every chemical for terps. Like that's insane, peach terps. I can't wait for this. Why are you not celebrating your birthday? I already celebrated my birthday, Little Double. I did it on this past Sunday. And I had some things to cover. And I had to work today. There were too many important things going on. I should have taken off because I was real tired today. But yeah, it's okay. I don't mind. A lot of people, I think, work on their birthdays. It's not as peachy on you know, the exhale. But it's still good. Yeah, Chad, thank you. Thank you. I appreciate it. It's been a good one. I'm very grateful. I'm very grateful to be 42. I'm very grateful for the amount of love in my life, for my lady, for my family especially, and that they're healthy and happy. For my company and the employees that we have and this brilliant community I get to be a part of. And then to the general hash and cannabis and Puffco community, man. I don't normally feel it. I feel like I enter my birthdays feeling a ton of stress and responsibility to like show up for my friends and give them a good time. And this year I just feel a ton of gratitude. I feel very, very lucky to have this much love in my life. So thank you, chat. You guys are a part of it. Thank you for hanging with me for a little bit on my birthday. Sorry I'm a little low energy and tired. Life is fucking great, I promise you. I'm just a sleepy baby today, man. I don't know what it is. I must have eaten too well last night. My lady made me strawberries and like melted chocolate when we were just dipping it. And maybe that fucked me up for the day. But life's great. Thank you so much. I appreciate y'all, and I will see you next week. Thank you. Peace.
What is your definition of happiness?
A clear horizon. Nothing to worry about. Only things that are creative.
Let me break it down for those who don't know but should. Me and Stone in your kitchen like a breakfast snook.
I'm John.
Fly off the handle, now I'm going off script. Last week that shit was fresh, this week it's rotten. Fuck it, let me go off. This a part of the song that Stone said I told y'all.
Shout out Stone Wells. Man. This suit that Talia made is still smacking. And thank you. And there's more to get. More to give. Always.